Okay, last topic. C Glizzy is out on $100,000 bond after a quadruple shooting that resulted in a 16-year-old's death.
Yeah.
Tell me about the situation.
So this is a wild one, right? C Glizzy is a rapper from Pompano. His brother is Pompano Randy, who went viral for doing all the "You Jump My Daddy" skits and things like that. And what's crazy is I was actually in prison with their uncle, Daytrick Johnson. He's doing a 50-year sentence. This was somebody that I looked up to when I was inside of prison. So when I got out, I ended up tapping in with Pompano Randy. That's how I found out about them. Now, C Glizzy was on the ugly corner, right across from the Golden Acres projects where Kodak is from. He ended up getting shot in the face. It went through at a certain angle, but he ended up losing vision in his eye. And on the way to the hospital, his brother ended up crashing. It was a crazy situation, but he survived, right? He went on the news talking about how he feels blessed and he's here for a reason. And now he's got an eye patch. And with this situation, what they're alleging is C Glizzy and, I believe it was 3 people in total, went to the ugly corner, shot it up. They hit 4 people. They killed the 16-year-old. Now, the 16-year-old that got killed, he loves to diss dead people. So he was dissing another 16-year-old that got killed in a different situation, making videos about it, this and that, whatever. When that happened, it was originally painted that 16-year-old's death was revenge for the other one. The only evidence in this case is one witness. This kid used to play football, doesn't really have a history of arrests. He went and had, I believe it was 3 or 4 different interviews with the police because he kept recanting his statements. So originally he went to the police with his mother and said, "Oh, I got carjacked. Black kids with guns told me to get out of the car. They took the car. I don't know what happened." The problem is he filed that police report like 21 days after it happened. So you got carjacked and then 21 days later you decided to tell the police. He recants the statement. Then he gives a new statement and said his friend, C Glizzy, paid him to use his car, but he left his phone in the car. And he didn't get his phone back until C Glizzy gave him the car back. So what he's doing then is, oh, if my phone's in the car but I don't have it, yeah, it might say that I was there because my phone was there, but I really wasn't there. I just left my phone in the car. Then he recants that statement. Then he says he got approached by C Glizzy and 2 other people that he grew up with. They asked for a ride to the ugly corner. They saw someone they recognized. All 3 of them jumped out, opened fire. 2 of them jumped back in the car. They left one of their friends at the scene. He drove them to a house, then he drove home. He used 15 cans of spray paint to spray the color of his vehicle and change it black. And he claims he had no idea that they intended on shooting up the ugly corner, even though that they were dressed in all black. And C Glizzy was carrying a rifle at the time that they asked him for a ride. So it sounds like he was the getaway driver. He's given 3 different statements, recanted them. And he's literally the only thing linking them to this quadruple shooting. But in his 4th statement to police, he ends up telling the police the motive was C Glizzy was trying to kill who shot him all those years prior. So C Glizzy was shot and lost his eye on the ugly corner. And now he's facing 3 attempted murders and 1 murder as get back for that shooting. But there's no proof of that. Literally the only fucking evidence is this kid, and then they say that they have cell phone GPS location that they were in that area at that time.
Okay, so one witness is tying all this together, and the witness's statements have been inconsistent.
They've been inconsistent, and it's clear as day he's trying to save himself because he's identified himself as the driver. And it's just wild. C Glizzy went viral back in the day because he was really close friends with XXXTentacion, who ended up getting killed in that robbery. And yeah, C Glizzy got a bond, bro, $100,000 bond. He's already out. And it's like, if you got a quadruple murder and you killed a 16-year-old, how the fuck are you getting a $100,000 bond?
Well, a $100,000 bond is really just $10,000 in cash.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it sounds to me like the evidence.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're saying the bond is too low for
I'm
a
saying
serious
the
murder.
bond is
Yeah.
low as shit for y'all to be confident that he just fucking smoked this whole corner. It doesn't sound like it, and the only shit y'all got, it's not DNA, it's not this and that. They're not snitching on each other. The only one who's talking is this little football player. Because it was his vehicle. He drove them. He admitted to all that. But he's playing like he's oblivious, and clearly it's to save himself.
Well, sounds like C Glizzy will probably walk free or probably get a time served or probation or something like that.
Yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see, but it's a wild case.
Yeah, but losing your eye, I could see where there's a deep hatred of the person who made you lose that eye.
Well, the thing is, somebody actually already got convicted for that.
Oh, okay.
So that's a whole nother spin on the case. Somebody already went down for that and was convicted of it. So why it's being blamed on someone else is like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. 1090 Jake, man. Another classic one in the can. And we're going to do a segment with you for the Vlad TV YouTube Masterclass. That's only going to be available to members, but everything else will be publicly available. Always a pleasure when we talk, man. Until next time.
Appreciate you.
Peace.